Niners fans, how we doing? Those faithful to the Bay. We got another big one this Sunday, right? The Sunday night football matchup. But hey, before I talk about the Falcons game, let's just give us a few Niners news and notes, and then we'll lead up to the game. A little preview, not too much. I'll just sort of overview that, but let's have some fun talking San Francisco 49ers, shouldn't we, right? It starts out with a tough one. I'm not going to lie. It starts out tough. Okay, let's just preface this. I can be very critical of the Niners. That's like sort of what I believe part of the gig is for me, right? To be critical and see what these guys are doing. And this is me being very critical of the San Francisco 49ers. So I think it's actually a fact, what I'm about to say. San Francisco 49ers, general manager John Lynch, has done nothing to help bolster the pass rush, right? Now, I'm not asking for Trey Hendrickson, not asking for Kayvon Thibodeau, not asking for Bradley Chubb, but I'm asking for somebody capable of rushing the passer, right? The Niners came into the season literally having one dude capable of rushing the passer at an elite level. That's Nick Bosa. He's gone. He's gone for the year, gone for the season. Now there's no pass rush. Literally, one of the only keys to winning the gosh darn game is to at least pressure the quarterback in some way. And I'll tell you what, general manager John Lynch hasn't done that. He hasn't got Bradley Chubb. That's okay. I get that. Hasn't got Trey Hendrickson. That's a difficult get, right? The Bengals probably won't give him up now. And we'll speak about that in a second, actually. He won't get Kayvon Thibodeau. But what I critique him at is like he hasn't even tried to get like Arden Key, right? It's like he hasn't tried. There has been no effort to improve something that is glaring. These San Francisco 49ers will not win without a pass rush. They won't consistently win without a pass rush. Right now, the 49ers do not have a pass rush. In order to consistently win, they must get a pass rush. Right now, nobody on the roster can do that. Absolutely none. None. The only person who could do it is hurt. He is injured. You must now outsource and get somebody. It is obvious. It is beyond obvious. This is what it seems like he's doing. I wrote this. I have a big fear that John Lynch is saying, look, you're a 4-2 team who obviously needs a pass rush to win games. I will not do that for you. You need the pass rush to win games. You need a pass rusher. I'm the guy to get it for you. I will not get you that. I will not get you the things that you need to be successful at the professional level. Now, I hope that, barring hopefully the Niners don't lose this one, but I hope my greatest fear, it is going to look at is if the Niners lose. I don't want them to lose. I'm actually not predicting that they lose on Sunday. That he goes, well, this is a 4-3 team, and Sheesh, I don't know what happened. A lot of stuff popped out of nowhere, but it's going to be tough to really make a move right now when you're down Fred Warner and you got a lot of things going on. No, absolutely not. The only thing that was missing from the club from the last month was a pass rush. Like one thing was missing, a pass rush. You didn't get that. So like nothing is coming out of nowhere for John Lynch. And he must be prepared for these situations. He hasn't done it. The Niners, how about this? I'm gonna continue. Fred Warner got hurt on a play where the defensive end was also, because he's not a pass rusher. The person who was the Niners had 10 players on the field when Fred Warner got hurt. They're supposed to have 11. That 11th man was like a defensive end who had also played special teams and isn't a normal, not a regular field player. He's more of a special team specialist. He didn't even know that he was supposed to be out on the field. He'd just been on for special teams. That's what I mean. Fred Warner, if John Lynch had gotten somebody capable, a capable end, like a starting caliber defensive end, Fred Warner could still be injured. He might be injured worse, but I'll tell you what, it's not going to look exactly like how it looked, right? I believe that player would have been on the field and they would have at least had 11 players. At least have Fred Warner get hurt on a play where you got enough players on the field and it doesn't look weird like you shorted the whole squad a bunch of defensive ends and they don't know what they're doing. And now they're sort of trying to plug and play these guys who are more or less stopgap special teamers. I can't allow that. Right? And I'm not allowing that. I have to critique John Lynch, and especially because it's like, I believe that Lynch could have traded like a 6th-round draft pick for Arden Key and then had someone go in free agency and recouped multiple 6th-rounders. It seems like John Lynch is lazy and is just waiting for the team to lose to say, oh, shucks, I don't have to make a move. I don't really want to now because this team's lost a few. No, like, one of the main reasons that they're losing is because they don't have a pass rush. They wouldn't be that stuff kills me. It's like Stephen Curry going down for the Warriors and then be like, we don't need a shooter. We don't need somebody to handle the ball. What's going wrong? What's going on? We keep losing all these games. All we did is lose Stephen Curry and say, look, we don't have to make up for him. What's going on? It's like, you lost your best player and you're not supplementing what that player does. You're like, literally, you're not even doing it. That's what's happening. That's why this team is now went from just formidable to now they're sort of teetering on that bubble. And if they lose to Atlanta and are 4-3, ooh, bad look. Horrible look. So the difference now, and here's a big difference, is like, I'm not trying, okay, Fred Warner's irreplaceable, essentially. So you can't even necessarily, it's like, whatever you're going to do, but Fred Warner is an all-around defensive player, right? He rushes the passer, he defends the run, he does, just like everybody else, but look, no, Fred Warner's position of linebacker needs to be kind of all over the place. Nick Bosa was like, pass rush. Now, hear me out. Tatum Bethune, the Niners' backup linebacker, is a good run supporting backer. So now it's like, so the Niners have a little bit of at least a run replacement aspect of what Warner could be. The Niners don't have any pass rushing aspect, any access to that utility now that Bosa's gone. So that's the difference. That's the difference, right? It's like, so it's like it's just a difficult one. It's difficult. I'm trying to like so what's happening is I'm trying to be cool on camera when it's like, honestly, when in real life, I'm frustrated because these guys have had a month. They knew that the pass rush was wanting. They were lacking. They talked about Trey Hendrickson for now 3 weeks, but it's like, it truly feels like John Lynch is like, I want to wait for the Niners to lose because they will without a pass rush and then use their losses as an excuse not to get a pass rush. That's like my greatest fear, and I truly believe that that's what he's doing. And case in point, this is a case in point right here. This is going to destroy this. I love using evidence like this because it's something in real life that happened, and that we can look at the results, and then we can further critique John Lynch. But I'll tell you what happened. The Bengals were down their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Quarterback, pretty special position, right? They didn't say, oh, shucks, Joe Burrow's gone. It's like, what are we going to do? Got to back up to, I don't know. They immediately traded for Joe Flacco because he had the utility of being a professional veteran who is able to distribute the ball. They didn't have that. Stop. They didn't have that. They had that dude from Washington who wanted to be crowned the king of the world after one good performance. The don't bet on me, Jake Browning, I think. Dude, not good enough. Joe Flacco's good enough. Now, the Bengals beat the Steelers last night and are back in it. They're back in it. So they're not going to trade Trey Hendrickson. This is proof positive that a general manager who is a go-get-em general manager, like the Bengals general manager, he literally changed the stars of his team. That team was down in the dumps without any hope. But the GM, without Joe Burrow, but the GM traded for somebody enough and gave them hope. And he gave them hope. That's all I was asking John Lynch to do. But he's already done. He hasn't done that. So what I'm saying is like, that's over with. He should have gotten a pass rusher literally a month ago. So like every day, honestly, I wake up and I'm like, why don't the Niners have a pass rusher? Where's the pass rusher? What's going on? They're going to lose without a pass rusher. Who's going to rush the passer? Who's going to stop the quarterback from running off, from just destroying? Nobody. For like 30 days now, right? Dude, that's not good. That's really, really not good. Shame on John Lynch. Shame on John Lynch. Great for the Bengals GM. I love what he's got going on. He actually saw a need and immediately did that because he had faith in his team. John Lynch saw a need, needing to rush the passer. It has to be. It is a need. They're always going to need that for the rest of the season. And he said, no, I will not help you. I understand that the team will fail without it, and I will not do anything about it. I am an onlooker to a tragedy. That's what John Lynch is right now. Couldn't be more critical of him. He's failing his job right now. And he's going to think that, and he thinks that he wins because he gets a compensatory draft pick that he won't utilize. What a weird guy. I'm not even kidding. Weird stuff. There should have been urgency with the Niners. And that's within John Lynch, the smugness. You can literally, the Niners are a smug AF franchise. Like, dude, are you kidding me? They just, no action, nothing. So it is what it is. And it's going to be difficult for the Niners to win without the ability to pressure the quarterback. So for the record on Tatum Bethune, I do not think he's good enough in coverage. So Tatum Bethune is that I don't think he's good enough in coverage. So I think that the Niners will be wanting in that, and that is where the big difference between he and Fred Warner is going to be. I like him. He can find the ball in the running game. Tatum Bethune can find the ball in the running game. He can help that, but he's not great in coverage at all. And here's the funniest thing. It's like, and this is like a fact. I mean, if you go and look at Tatum Bethune's, his tracked tape and stuff like that even, he's never been the best at guarding guys in the passing game. So what would help, right? I'm telling you, I'm straight up telling you right now, Tatum Bethune is great in the running game, bad in the passing game. What would help? What helps a linebacker in the passing game? I'll tell you, a pass rush. This is where tying a bow on things, garnishing it with a little C-train friggin' sea salt right there. Bro, so it's like, it all comes around, right? It's like, good. Dude, Tatum Bethune can do all he wants in the running game, but like, if Kyle Pitts has his way with him in the passing game, Atlanta's going to run over the Niners. Atlanta's going to annihilate the Niners. So, how about this? If the Niners had stabilized their pass rush, I would say that Bethune, this is interesting right now, actually. If the Niners had stabilized their pass rush weeks ago, gotten a capable person, a capable human being in the building of rushing the passer, I'll tell you this. I would have said that Tatum Bethune gives the team a fighting chance in every game, and that the Niners still almost have a chance to compete, but that's gone. That's honestly gone. Because even if John Lynch gets a pass rusher, which he will, they have to get one essentially. Even if he gets, it's way too late. It's way too late. Should happen weeks and weeks ago, right? But it's like he's waiting. It's like Trey Hendrickson was like could he be available for the Bengals? And it's like, let me wait for the Bengals to get Joe Flacco and improve their team, something that I should have done for them to completely take Hendrickson off the block. It's like, what's wrong with you, John Lynch? Dude, kills me. And by the way, he is a good GM. He's a good GM. It's just like, he has his faults, and this is one of them. So on to Atlanta, though. Let's go for it. I think the Niners may be in trouble, mostly because Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts are most likely licking their chops to face a depleted Niners defense. A Niners defense who has lost their two best players by far, and they haven't done anything about it. So this is like the Warriors losing back in the day, their dynasty days. They lose like Steph, Clay, and Kevin Durant, and they're like, no, we're good. We're good on scoring. We got Draymond Green. What? What are you talking about, dude? It's like, it is what it is. It just sucks that it's like I'm watching in slow motion the Niners lose the season and it just completely slip away. Like, and when at any moment, right now, I could tune it right now, John Lynch could trade for Kayvon Thibodeau. The whole season's flipped. The whole season's flipped. They're going to make the playoffs if that happens. And also they'll be competing. The narrative will completely change. I am dead serious. It will, and I guarantee, but it's not going to happen. So, anyways, a prediction time. I predict, because I thought that the Niners were going to lose the last game that they actually won against the Cardinals. I'm going to predict the Niners win. I'm going to say 27-26. Excuse me. I think the Niners win 28-27. Okay? I think they win 28-27. But that's only because it's almost against my personal beliefs to pick against them consecutive days. I think the Niners are better coached, and they have the ability to eke out a victory. And this is a turning point in the season. 5-2 looks so much different than 4-3. Seriously. So we'll see. But this is funny. As I say this, and I wrote this before the Bengals won last night. But I'm going to say this anyways, because this is like something that would happen. It's like the way things are heading. I have a feeling like the Eagles are going to swoop on Hendrickson, on Trey Hendrickson. Like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get him and make the 49ers look even worse than when Philadelphia got Saquon and won the championship, right? So it's like, I predict that some team who needs a pass rush than the Niners will get a better pass rusher, and everybody will be like, what's going on? And I'll be like, exactly. Come see this video. I talk about how John Lynch didn't do anything when he had the opportunity to do it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Hey, can we be real about Ricky Pearsall real quick? Bad luck last offseason. Very unlucky. Don't discredit him for any of that. However, this is now 2 seasons, his first 2 seasons, where like Ricky Pearsall has been injury plagued now, and it's 2 seasons. First time, not his fault. This time, it's never a fault for being injured, but does it matter? Does it matter? Right? It's like, I don't really necessarily care how you got there in some ways. Some ways I do, but it's like, the bottom line is the Niners need a number 1 receiver who can play consistently. Bottom line, Ricky Pearsall has not been able to play consistently. When he's out there, great. He looks great. He looks good, but he's not out there. He hasn't been able to keep his body up to be able to perform week in and week out. That's one of his jobs. It was one of his main jobs, is to be available. As he isn't available, this is giving me real reason to worry. Worry that it's like his development's going to pass him up, and these reps that he needs right now. He just has to get out there and play. He's not getting them. The only thing that he needs, he's not getting. Disappointing. So, in the comments below, I want to know now your prediction. I said 28-27 Niners. What's your prediction, though, down low? And of course, if you get it correct, you get into the sweepstakes. We got a couple people in it already to win some free swag once I get monetized, which, hey, I'm at 500 subscribers. We're getting there. We are really getting there. All I need is some views to get monetized, so we're really getting there. Put your score predictions down low, of course. Thank you so much for putting up with my little bit of a rant, I call constructive criticism, on John Lynch. Let me know below. Am I being too hard on John Lynch? Tell me below, what moves have you seen John Lynch make this season that makes you really believe in that he's trying to improve the team in their pass rush? Write that in the comments below with your prediction. And of course, though, for your San Francisco 49ers content, like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time at C-Train Station. Take care. Enjoy the game.